What's up, y'all? This is Anglers and this Barber Son TV, and Rayful is home from jail. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 200K subscribers, y'all. Let's turn it up, man. So y'all all know it's this guy. He's home from jail. I gotta say guy because I've been trying to upload this video, edit it, and they will not let me do it for like the last 2 days. So I just got, I don't know, I guess you can't even say his name on YouTube and monetize. I don't know. So Ray home, right? And I've been seeing videos like he like welcome back, this, that, and the third. And I was letting the whole city know, like, Ray back. All these old heads hating on Uncle Ray. He was making $70 million a month. It's like, that's history. Almost $1 billion company. Off the streets, almost $1 billion empire. He went to jail. He told on a couple people to get out of jail, but you gotta think about this though, y'all. I'm not saying snitching is great, but if he come home and he a civilian, in my world, I'm a civilian. I feel like he has a chance to be a civilian. Of course, he can't be a street guy who he is. That is over, but he definitely get a chance to be a civilian. Think about it. People get 25 years, 20 years, 30 years for a body. He did 30 plus years. And he told. He did more time for telling. Like, think about it. He did more time for telling than guys that did for not telling, for being realer. Like, you real. So y'all got to put yourself in his shoes. He gonna sit in jail for the rest of his life with these 2 life sentences. See, me, let me explain myself first for y'all, but I'm in whole, and you take it up for a red, you gonna be a red. I'm not in the streets. If a car's moving and that car gonna do something bad, I'm not getting in that car to even tell nobody. I would never tell nobody. I don't have to put myself in those situations. If I want to run a block and become a kingpin, the biggest kingpin in the world, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm never going to do that, even though the consequences of being that. That's not what I want to be. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm a citizen. I pay taxes. I love being a regular person. It's less stressful than being a gangster. So, if he wanted to be that, and he became that to his best of his ability, he did 30 years in jail. So, y'all want him to sit in jail with 2 life sentences for the rest of his life. Or he can give him some information. This is wrong, dead wrong in the street code. Yeah, in the street code. And he can come home. So he's supposed to sit in jail for the rest of his life and just sit in this room, this cold room for the rest of his life just to be real. Or he can get that door open one day. One day you know that door gonna open. Just tell us something. I know why he did it. Life in 3 decades. If you could turn 2 life sentences into 30 years, bro, you don't know how it is until you accomplish the end of the mission. You the only one ever got to the end of a 30-year sentence, bro, out of 2 life sentences. Master P brother home, what's his name? Not Master P, I take that back. Birdman had brother Tracy Williams, the Williams guy turns, whatever his name is. He home. He ain't no Rayful caliber though. Rayful the biggest. This the biggest of the biggest that came home. I don't know nobody that came home that's bigger than this. This the biggest of the biggest. So we hear all them stories in DC growing up about Rayful this, Rayful that. And all these old heads talking about he had this and the third because they thought Rayful had life sentences. Or even if he do come home, he never gonna show his face again. He got facial reconstruction. I heard it all. He all type of secret stories. He gonna be in witness protection. He'll never come back to DC. Rayful Edmond just got out of jail to clear all the rumors. He just got out a couple days ago. They said he been out. He just got out a couple days ago. Halfway house or home confinement. They ain't gonna tell y'all that much. It's either one. Y'all gotta figure it out yourself. And he showed a picture, a video himself too. Said he back. He ain't hiding from nothing. He can be a civilian. To me, he can be a civilian. But all them old heads that was in the city, y'all in Washington, D.C., these old heads push Rayful Edmond's hot campaigns like Rayful this, Rayful that. They thrive off that. All his workers, all his underbosses, every friend he had, all talked about how he this, that, and third, because they never thought they had to deal with him or face him again. Now he home. I ain't heard none of them say nothing about him. I ain't heard none of them say he was hot, this, that, and third. Uncle Ray home, and he in the shape. He in the best shape of his life. He got Mongolia arms. He got Pelican Bay biceps. That man just was in Alcatraz. He got Alcatraz triceps. That man just did 30 years in solitary confinement. It ain't nothing out here in shape that can do nothing with him. He in best shape of his life. He in 10 times better shape than the average human being. He just came from Angola. He was locked up with Al Chapo. His celly was the Oklahoma City bomber. You feel what I'm saying? It's that deep. He ain't talked to nobody in society. He ain't seen a human being in 30 years. It's that deep. You think he can come home with these old heads? They washed up. These old heads from the 80s. They none of them got none of the money. All of them ran off with his money and he told on them. He put an operation together over the jail phone. They all ran off with his money. It got too deep. He told on them. Fuck it. They gonna run off on me and tell on them I'm gonna see another day. But this the kick about telling them. All them old heads that ran off with this money, none of them got nothing going on right now. They even in their baby mother jump. They even in their mother jump. Or they just straight out of program, or they just burnt out old cluckers. They ain't who they say they is. Like life beat them up. Rayful in better shape than every single person that come from the 80s. He in the best shape of any person, any human being from the 80s that's still alive. So all them old guys with all them rumors did that Rayful beat them. I'm telling you, Uncle Ray on them. I can see the paws all on them. And this the thing about it. They ran all with his money, all this and that. Rayful worked for the government. The government gave him an immunity. I promise you, in his immunity, he probably got one free body. That free body is to set the tone for anybody that's going to come out here and think they're going to play with Rayful Edmond, play with his name or anything. He got one free jump. He going to set the tone. Example, it's going to be like an 80s murder. One of them jumps you used to see in the newspaper, how they used to go. Wayne Perry used to pull up. It's going to be one of them that just reminisce you back to the 80s. And you will know who did it, but you ain't going to know who did it. That makes sense. And that man was making $70 million a month. All he had to do was put $10 million in the trust fund, 30 years in the trust fund. He got $700 million. He still got that. He still got it. And put it in anybody. I'm just here to tell you, Rayful still got some money. So all this gangster OT gonna do this, they gonna do these OTs ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna stay in line. And Rayful got FBI connections. I know he got all them old guys' addresses. All them old guys that ran out with some money, he got all their addresses, know where all they at. He gonna go knock on all their door and pay them all the visits. The doorman, they gonna say, above it, bye. They ain't gonna open the people. And they ain't in no shape to do nothing. They ain't fighting them. They ain't hitting them with those switches. All these OTs from the 80s is in neutrals. They going to dialysis and shit. Rayful still out here on young nigga time. You feel? Not young nigga time like gangster, but I'm talking about like body, best shape ever. He can do whatever. He got Mongolia arms. I told y'all. El Chapo, he did push-ups with El Chapo. It's a different type of vibe. My dog right here on all the water. Louis, come here. But it's like, now he home, and I wonder what he gonna do. I feel like he got a chance to be a civilian, bro. I know he got money, he got resources, he got people. I feel like he'll just live it like. Everybody think Rayful, they compare him to Rayful and Alpo. Rayful and Alpo is two different persons. Yeah, Alpo told, yeah, Rayful told. First of all, y'all, I want y'all to know, Rayful told, I'm not taking up for being hot on nothing, but that man told 30 years ago, y'all don't even know the people he told on. I swear to God, y'all don't know them, y'all don't know their name. I keep saying, they keep talking about Rayful. How did he told them? Who the hell he tell on? Somebody with their whole name, Johnson Gray, Timothy Bradwell. Like, you know everybody back in them days had their whole name, Martin Cooper, like, the hell, like, come on, bro, we didn't know them people's passed away 20 years ago. Like, let that man be great. But I ain't getting that. I'm not in the street politics. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm not in the streets to judge anything. Just for the street guys to get around it. But they keep comparing Rayful to Alpo. Alpo probably ain't even passed away from nothing that he had to do with the Alpo days, the story that paid him for, none of that. I feel like Alpo got into it with a young nigga over his girlfriend or something, like some girlfriend. They're like, I ain't scared of Poe, and he did that to him. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But Alpo came home arrogant, like, I'm home, I'm back to take over the city, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. His demeanor, you know how y'all watch Pay the Fool, y'all see how Rico act, y'all see how Alpo act, y'all see that, you see that? You see Ace Boogie? Ace Boogie just laid back, cool, gotta get his money, ain't really on it. That's Rayful. Rayful just laid back and get his money. You know, everybody else did the wild shit around him, that burning heat on him. He just a businessman. He got a college education. That man's smart as shit. That man ran an enterprise that made $70 million a month. That man's a genius. Y'all underestimate his power. That's what I want y'all to know. They can talk all this Rayful this, Rayful that, Rayful this, all this in the world. I want y'all to understand he ran a $70 million enterprise. He turned powder cocaine into hard rock. He created that. He put the with the and turned it into something. He had hundreds of millions of dollars before the police even knew what to charge him with. They created a RICO act behind Rayful Edmonds. Bro, they didn't even know what to charge him with. They had to get him with some shit, some Godfather shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he might be the reason that all our kids and all us and all we fucked up, got all them disorders and shit because y'all mother did the rock. You know what I'm saying? But favorite wrestler used to be the Rock. Auntie playing with the Rock. My favorite wrestler used to be the Rock. You feel me? But it be like that sometimes. Rayful home, these old heads ain't gonna say nothing, I promise you. So all you guys that been locked up, when Rayful come home, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Rayful's home, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Sit back, Uncle Ray home. I don't care what he did. If Ray come home a civilian, y'all tap him into me. I'm trying to get an interview from Uncle Ray. Me being in the presence to get to sit down with a person I don't care about. None of y'all talking about a guy that made $100 and something million, made $70 million a month, hundreds of million dollars, $700 million. I want to talk to him. I just want to have a conversation. I just want to have a conversation. That's a genius. Y'all looking at the street picture. I'm not in the streets anymore, fellas. And if y'all in the streets, I just here to tell y'all, y'all gonna do 2 life sentences in jail, Or you gonna tell them people something that's gonna open that door for you one day. You can say whatever you want to say until you on that monk. Uncle Ray home, and these old heads ain't on nothing.